Good Lord, the science has just changed again. Good thing you have me to keep you up to date. For years, we've been told that moderate drinking, one glass of wine a day, a cocktail here and there, was no big deal. Some studies even suggest that it might be good for you. But guess what? That comforting little myth just got shattered. And the truth, well, it's ugly. A brand new federal report just dropped. And let's just say you might want to rethink that just one glass of wine with dinner. Here's the top 5 takeaways from that report. Buckle up. Number 1, even moderate drinking comes with serious health effects. The study found that even one drink per day, one drink a day, increases your risk of injuries, liver cirrhosis, and multiple types of cancer. Yes, cancer. The more you drink, the higher the risks. There is no safe threshold. Number 2, the risk of death starts at low levels of drinking. One drink a day, that's already increasing your lifetime risk of cancer and alcohol-related diseases. But drinking more than 7 drinks per week, that could be a couple on the weekend, a couple of happy hours, a couple glasses of wine at home, gives you a 1 in 1,000 chance of dying from alcohol-related causes. 1 in 1,000. And listen to this. If you drink 8.5 drinks per week, which if you're a drinker, that's easy to do, that jumps to 1 in 100. 1 out of every 100 people will die of an alcohol-related cause. Takeaway number 3. Women face even bigger risks than men. And that's because women metabolize alcohol different, so the damage happens faster at lower levels. Takeaway number 4 is about binge drinking and stress. It's that silent cycle of self-sabotage. It's a tongue twister. The silent cycle of self-sabotage. You know what I'm talking about. The study confirmed that binge drinking, this is what qualifies as binge drinking, 4 drinks in one sitting for a woman and 5 or more for men. It significantly increases your cancer risk, especially for breast cancer. So one happy hour, it's easy to have 3 or 4 glasses of wine or 3 or 4 drinks, increases your risk for breast cancer. But here's the part nobody talks about. Even when you're not drinking, alcohol is still working against you. So maybe you're just a weekend drinker, but alcohol disrupts your stress hormones, making you more anxious, more irritable, and prone to mood swings even on sober days. It's why you wake up at 3 a.m. feeling wired or guilty or panicked for no reason. We drink to unwind, but in reality, alcohol dials up the stress in the long run because it spikes cortisol, which is our body's stress hormone. It disrupts your sleep and it puts your nervous system on edge. So that relaxing glass of wine, it's actually fueling your anxiety and making it harder to cope with stress tomorrow. It's like setting a fire and then throwing gasoline on it. And here's the 5th big takeaway. That old myth that a glass of wine a day is good for you is officially dead. It's officially a myth. Remember when red wine was supposedly good for your heart? Yeah, turns out not so much. And cancer risk doesn't discriminate between the type of alcohol. Your body doesn't care if the alcohol came from a $200 bottle of Bordeaux or a can of cheap beer. It metabolizes alcohol the same way. Are you still clinging to that resveratrol myth? Maybe I'm saying that wrong. But you know, that buzz that was around years ago about the benefits of red wine. Here's a fun fact. You can get the same antioxidant benefits from grapes, blueberries, red cabbage, tomatoes, peanuts, cucumbers, and spinach without the cancer risk. Other countries like Canada have already reduced their recommended drinking threshold, and the US is under pressure to follow suit. Here's the deal. The science is clear. Alcohol is a taker, not a giver. It takes your health, your energy, and if you're not careful, your life. We spend so much time worrying about what we eat, what skincare we use, what supplements we take, but we ignore the one thing that is scientifically proven to destroy us from the inside out. So ask yourself, is this one drink worth the risk? Is this temporary numbing, temporary pleasure, temporary buzzing worth risking everything else? You've got one body and one life and one shot to make this next chapter the best one yet. Why dull it with something that only pretends to bring you joy? If you're ready to rethink your relationship with alcohol, let's chat. Drop a comment, hit subscribe, and let's start rewriting your story on your terms.